How much money did you make woodworking in the last year? Be honest. Was it $100? $1,000? Maybe you even lost money. I've been there. That's why in today's video, I'm gonna give you 5 projects that can generate over $10,000 over the next 12 months. First project on the list, rocking horses. Now, how we're gonna structure this video is I'm gonna answer 4 main questions. We're gonna go over what the product is, why it sells so good, where you can find your target audience and customers, and how it can generate that $10,000 revenue number. So why rocking horses? For one, they're timeless. Your grandparents had a rocking horse. Your parents probably had a wooden rocking horse. Most people like spending money on kids so their kids can have a rocking horse. They're highly customizable. Wooden rocking horses are by far superior to most plastic products, so you're not competing in that plastic industry because there's something about a wooden rocking horse that has that timeless tradition with them. Now, where do you find the customers for these? In my opinion, I have a lot of experience on Etsy. To me, this rocking horse is not an Etsy product because there's a lot of people on there that buy cheap Chinese rocking horses and just etch a name on it. So I would typically shed away from Etsy and target more Facebook Marketplace and Facebook groups of expecting mothers, mothers of 2-year-olds, mothers of twins, you know, very unique Facebook groups and unique Facebook marketplaces. How's it gonna make $10,000? Well, if you sell 25 rocking horses for $400 a piece, there's $10,000. If you sell 50 of them for $200 a piece, there's another $10,000. I've seen them go for more, I've seen them go for a lot less, but I think that sweet spot of $200 to $400 for a fully customizable wooden rocking horse is definitely something you can do in your free time, in your hobby shop, on the weekend, etc. Next project on our list, tactical vest holder. Now, for any of y'all that don't know what this project is, this is something that a lot of cops and people in uniform use. They get home after a long day, they hang up their bulletproof vest or whatever vest they have on, they put their gun, maybe in a concealment spot on it, all in a nice little neat spot. So why do these sell so well? Typically, people that are in uniform want to be highly organized, so it's an easy sell because this product keeps them organized. 2, it's customizable, whether you do their badge number, an emblem, or do different attachments to their vest holder. And 3, spouses love to purchase this for their anniversary or their department gift or their 1-year anniversary, etc., of them being on the force. So where do you find these customers at? What I would do is I would go one of 2 places. I would go to a trade show, a targeted trade show, maybe a military or a gun show, somewhere where military and police force type people are gonna go, get you a booth. It is very easy to hit that 10K mark with that scenario. Scenario 2 is you make an Etsy shop, you make your whole shop about these military vests and you sell on there. That's a little bit more time consuming, but I think it will pay off and you'll easily do over $10,000 in sales with that. How does this equal $10,000 in sales? On average, they're probably gonna sell for about $200, whether you make them out of wood or wood and pipe, you know, that you buy from Home Depot, Lowe's, and you're gonna sell them for about $200. And so if you sell 50 of them, you're gonna do about $10,000 in revenue. Now, before we get into our next project, if you like this video and you're gaining value from it, don't forget to like, subscribe, because it helps us out a lot. The next project is a golf bag holder. Now, you may be asking, what the heck is a golf bag holder? It's a holder that holds your golf bag and everything else you need to play golf. It'll have a cubby hole for your shoes, your balls.
My what?
Your gloves, some rags, everything you need to play golf. Why does this sell so well? Well, if you look at the common trend, it's customizable and there's customers willing to pay for it because golfers typically have the expendable income to buy something like this to put in their garage so when they go play golf, they have everything nice, neat, and concise. And it's customizable because you put their last initial on there, etc. How do you find this target clientele? Once again, I'm gonna be repeating myself because there's only so many ways to find people. You either A, go to a country club and make one for somebody higher up in the country club where you discount it and you show it off and they tell their golf buddies and you make sales just organically like that, or you find some kind of targeted Facebook group that loves golf and you put them on there. If you want to go the Etsy route, I think they are a good Etsy product, but it is a lot of work to get that Etsy shop up and rolling and you have to be golf themed to really advertise that golf caddy properly. How are you going to hit that $10,000 mark? Any of them that I have made in the past, I've sold anywhere from $400 to $800. It doesn't take long before you can hit that $10,000 mark. So you're really making anywhere from about 25 of these to about 12 of these to hit that $10,000 mark. The next project is bottle cap furniture. Now, for our loyal subscribers, you've probably seen us talk about it in that video right there. If you haven't, click the video right there. You'll see me cover them in depth. But what a bottle cap table is and what bottle cap furniture is, pretty much what it says. You go and get bottle caps from different beer joints and different bars around your area. You put them on a table, you pour epoxy over them, and then you have bottle cap furniture. I've probably made 20 or 30 of these. This is how I made my first $10,000 woodworking. The interesting thing is you can customize it, once again, to your client. Maybe they're a part of the Green Bay Packers fan base, right? And you use Heineken and Coors and you make the Green Bay Packers logo. Why do these tables sell so well? Because people love sports, beer, and games. You don't need any more reason than that. So where do you find the clientele for these at? I would stay away from Etsy because these are kind of hard to show off and you really need to like have some kind of a niche team. You're gonna have your best luck just targeting Facebook groups. Once again, you know, a Dallas Cowboy fan page, a 49ers fan page, some kind of tailgating groups, because typically these guys like to drink beer and so they want beer and they play poker and all that stuff. And so a bottle cap table is perfect for them. How do you make money and how do you get to that 10K mark selling these? Way back when, 10 years ago, 12 years ago when I made these, I was selling them for $400 to $600 a pop. I'm assuming nowadays you can sell them easily for $500 to $800 a piece, and you should have no problem hitting that 10K mark by making 10 to 15 of these tables. They literally take only a weekend to do. And last, but certainly not least, fishing pole holders. What a fishing pole holder is exactly what it sounds like. It's a fishing pole holder that can be a standalone thing or mount on the wall and hold anywhere from 20, and I've seen upwards of 40 fishing poles. They keep it in their patio to keep their fishing poles from going everywhere and hooking their wife when they walk out the door, and then she's mad that he can't go fishing. I've heard the stories. The hooks! The hooks! So why do fishing rod holders sell so well? For one, they're customizable, whether you make it for 2 rods or up to 40 rods. 2, people that go fishing love to spend money on stuff for fishing. And 3, it keeps them organized so they can easily argue to their significant other that, hey, this is gonna keep all my rods organized. Where do you find these people at? I would highly suggest you find some kind of fishing or boat show, pay $500 for a booth and set all the different types of rod holders out there. You are gonna be amazed at how many people do not have rod holders. Now, another way, once again, just these Facebook groups. I mean, you find a couple people in the local bay or the local river, the local lake that have lake houses, right? And they're all talking in there. You go in there and say, hey, do you all need rod holders? And there's gonna be a couple bites. No pun intended. So how is this gonna get you to that $10,000 mark? Whether you're making a single rod holder and selling it for $70 a piece, or making the one that holds 40 rods and are selling it for $500 a piece, there's a lot of variances in there. So if you're making smaller rod holders, you're gonna have to sell a whole lot more of them. If you're making these super massive ones that hold 40, 50 rods, you may only have to sell 10, 20 of them to hit your number. So it really depends on what area you're in, but I guarantee you there's enough customers out there that need these that you should have no problem selling enough or whatever size you go with to hit that $10,000 mark. And there you have it, 5 projects that can make you over $10,000 in the next 12 months. Leave a comment down below if there's any project that you think I missed on or that are actually better than these projects that maybe you've made and seen success with, so our community can grow from that. And don't forget, guys, we're really trying to get to 100,000 subscribers. When we hit there, we're launching something massive and it's gonna benefit all of our subscribers. So guys, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. And remember, if you ain't cutting it close, you ain't cutting it right.